It's not about size, baby. It's all about you and me. It's all about the things you hold inside your body. Hello everyone. I'm gonna arrange this a bit. Another shot of ecstasy from me to you today, because it's not about size, baby. It's all about you and me. It's all about the things we hold inside our body. So this one is a really dear topic of mine, and I'm really excited to speak about it today, because often I think that people know this, but I recently spoke to some people and it seems quite uncommon knowledge still, so I want to speak about it. It's not about size, guys, and it's not about how you look down there, girls. This is really important for us to grasp if you want to evolve in our sexuality, if you want to evolve in the way we're making love to our partners, to ourselves. Really, really important. I know so many men have we're growing up with such a deep conditioning around the way that, your penis in some way represents your worth, your value in this life, and how much you are, a man. And I want to tell you today that it's really not about size. In lovemaking, it is not about size, but that is only true if you're working with your sexual energy and if you're starting to resensitize your genitals. Because this whole size matters thing is a side effect of the culture of the sexual culture that is prevalent in our today's age. And that sexual culture is predominantly pornography orientated, is predominantly based in a fire sexuality, in a very passionate, in a very kind of sometimes violent, even in a distorted way. It's based in that, and we have the side effect that we're measuring everything by the looks and everything by the size of it. So that, in essence, will create struggle in the bedroom for you. It will create you not being able to really fulfill the potential of lovemaking that is inside your body. So the size of your penis has no meaning whatsoever. What has meaning is the energy that it holds. How much are you able to channel energy into your genitals and make the energy do the work? And I can really say this from experience. You can have sex as a woman. I can have sex with a man who has a very large penis, and it will not be good or enjoyable or fun. It can even be painful. For many women, it's actually painful when it's very, very big. Fair enough, of course, there are women who are really enjoying a large penis, but I want to speak to this thing that when I make love with a man who's energetically tuned in, who knows how to circulate energy through his body and to draw the energy out of his penis up and back down, and even to breathe his energy through mine, something completely different is possible for me. Something utterly blissful is possible for me to receive. Yet most men have no idea that this is even something to consider, even something to learn about. We have such a friction-based sexuality that is about the actual physical impact that we're giving to each other in lovemaking. We're like scratching past each other's genitals, that it becomes more of a masturbation inside of each other than any real lovemaking. So what most people do in the bedroom is not lovemaking, is not sex even. It is masturbation inside of each other, and masturbation in the wrong kind of way, in the worst kind of way. So the journey is to resensitize our genitals. The journey is to realize that what is on the outside, like it is everywhere, right, in life, It's not the outside that counts. It's not the size that counts, but it's your internal journey with it. Your internal journey with sexual energy can lift you to heights, can bring you to spaces that you don't even, probably haven't, or had only glimpses of. Many of you had only glimpses of. So how to do that? How to bring energy, and I'm talking it, I'm saying this word and I want to repeat it. I said it on many of my other videos. I often use this word sexual energy or this word energy. And I don't mean it in the sense of an airy-fairy, something that you can't understand or you can't feel, or it's just stuff that hippies speak about. And when I talk about the energy, I mean something really real. I mean something that you can feel, that makes your hair go stand on end on your body, that is physically perceivable. A lot of people think when they hear this word energy that it's nothing, but it is something. I want to assure you of that. And when your body starts to open to the flow of energy, it becomes an incredibly blissful experience to be able to draw in energy from the surroundings, and we replenish ourselves from that and through that. But how to do that? How to break open the contracted mechanisms to the shells of our bodies, the way that we have gradually shut ourselves off from energy to coming back into energy. The first thing is body. Get back into your body. Dance, move, explore your shapes, explore what your body is actually capable of, because most people's ability to dance and move is very limited. When I see people dance on workshops and retreats, I immediately know what's their energy, what's going on in their life, what's going on in their spiritual evolution, where have they started, are they deep into it, because everybody's body speaks more than 1,000 books, speaks more than you telling me everything about you. So we want to become friends with our bodies. We want to become friends with our genitals and really start loving them deeply. Because if we cannot accept our genitals, and I speak for myself, I have, I'm going to reveal something vulnerable here with you. So I have very big inner labia, very big. I used to think they're very big because when I compare myself to pornography models or that kind of thing, and the beauty standard is like no inner lips, they don't come out. And I used to judge myself, or I used to be ashamed of that for a long time, but I worked through this for many years now, so I'm really loving my yoni. I love her. I love how she looks. I love how sensual she is. I love how much pleasure she can give me, and how proud I am of her. I even love that. I love how proud I can be of this part of my body that is the most sensitive, the most beautiful space in my body. So working through that has helped me to uncover different levels of pleasure that I didn't or wasn't able to feel before. So if you don't going into self-loving practices and really learning to bring awareness to the spaces where we have a little bit of pain or judgment or sadness, allows you to open your capacity for more pleasure. And we go through these phases of sexual healing. We start with numbness, then we feel the pain, then we have emotional release, and then we go into more pleasure. So these phases, it happens everywhere in your life. Wherever you feel numb, wherever you feel shut down, wherever you feel shameful, you will have to go through that phase. You will have to go through confronting that you have shame, which is a feeling of numbness in some way, even in other areas of your life. Then you'll have to confront that there's pain there, and you have to feel the pain. And when you feel the pain, emotional release will happen. So you'll cry or rage, or something has to release from your body in order for it to leave your cells. And then you can experience more bliss, more ecstasy, more pleasure. So these phases are phases of healing that are happening when we are wanting to resensitize our genitals too. And it's very beautiful to go on that journey because it is rewarding, and it brings experiences that are yeah, for many of us, kind of far out, but they're not so far out. They're really there. It just needs us to step into that realm of like, can I really do that? Can I confront? Can I feel this all deeply? And the reason why I think I see a lot of women being really ready for that step, and a lot of women engaging and loving themselves more deeply and doing all this feminine work, and it's beautiful. And the reason why a lot of men don't do that is, I think, because as men, your heart is very, very yin. Yeah, your capacity to feel is a bit more like, for women, their vaginas. It's not an outward organ, it's an inward organ. Your hearts are a little bit more scared of really feeling and really coming to the depth of your being. So confronting the shame and the beliefs that you might be holding around the size of your penis. And by the way, I want to tell you this little secret, men. Apparently, when you look down on yourself and you look down on your penis, looks smaller anyway than when you look at somebody from the side. So if you're standing in the bathroom, public bathroom, and you're peeing in the pee thing, and you're looking at the guy next to you, and it seems like he's got much bigger one, much bigger one, it is just the angle. It's deceiving. So you look there, the angle makes it look bigger, and for you, because you're looking down, it looks smaller. But really and truly, you don't need to compare. And of course, there are penises that are bigger and penises that are smaller. But I would much prefer a small penis that has a lot of energy than a big, large one that has only interest of friction, only interest in pounding me and, doing the normal kind of thing. Because I don't really get much from that. Unless a man is able to penetrate me with his eyes, to penetrate me with his gaze, to penetrate me with his energy so fiercely that I can feel it coming up all the way to my throat. That is real joy. That is sexual ecstasy. That is when I feel penetrated by life. So that's the invitation. Becoming a good lover isn't knowing all these different positions, isn't having a big penis, isn't knowing, isn't even staying long. That's also like, it's not a sport that we're engaging in. It's not like, oh yeah, if I do another 5 minutes like this, or another 10, or another half an hour, or like another 3 hours. If you are sensitive enough to your energy field, you can flow with the energy, and we can go up and we can go back down, and we can go back up and we can go back down together. Because we're not forcing, we're not looking for an outcome, we're not looking to get anywhere. We're just looking to enjoy ourselves in every single moment. There's a real difference to, these lovemakings, they look very like the sex, friction-based sex. And this lovemaking that I'm talking about, they might look the same from the outside at times for somebody who doesn't see energy or doesn't feel connected. But when you are in it, and you know that your body is open, and you're making love to a man or a woman, that your energy bodies are connecting, it's just wonderful. And this is really my invitation. So for those of you who feel this is all like really far out, or they want to explore this a bit deeper, you want to maybe see how to do that, I invite you to come and join our Go Touch Yourself program. This is one of the best ways, in my opinion, to open your energetic body, to come into resonance with yourself, and to learn about you, to learn about how you can channel energy through your body. And then to bring it to your lovers, to bring it to your life, to draw in what is rightfully yours, which is energy, and to give it as a gift to this world. Go Touch Yourself is a magical program. It's not just about masturbation at all. It's really a journey deep into you, held by a community, held by me and Sai. We show up every month with 2 sessions live. We answer questions. We give so much support. It's a beautiful program, and I don't do much of this marketing sales stuff here, but I want to speak about this today, because if you're concerned about the way you look between your legs, if you have any problems around your size, even if you think you're too big, everything is fixable, or fixable is not really the word, but everything is workable if you learn about your energies, if you learn about how you're working with your energy and how you're penetrating or being penetrated with it. How receptive are you? How much can you receive? So, it's not about size, it's about the energy that you hold inside your genitals. And when you get a grip on that, when you get to feel yourself for the first time, maybe alive between your legs, not just doing the old school kind of thing. It's beautiful. And even if you have these experiences already and you want to deepen it, you want to lengthen it, give your body what it wants, what it needs, what it's rightfully here for, to be experienced. We are here to experience life in all of its colors, and maybe it's silent sometimes, but sometimes it is in the depth, in the passion, in the beauty, in the energy that your body can, your alive, awakened body can offer to you in any given moment. It's a journey of liberation. As much as we work through our mental liberation or the liberation of our heart, as much we need to work through our sexual liberation. Because that's the root of our being. This is where we are centered. This is where we're connected to our parents. That's where we're connected to Earth, connected to Mother. So bring that energy. Bring your connection alive. Come online with your genitals. Make them your friends. Make them your best friends. Not the ones that control you, not the ones that you are overridden by or that draw you into lust field. No, make them your friends. Make them the ones that can give you pleasure without anybody. Because you can. I can get into ecstatic spaces with myself in self-pleasure in this program, in this practice. And sometimes it's much better than making love with anybody. Because I know what I need best. And then from there, I learn so much about me, I can share that with my partners. It's not about size, guys. It's about the energy. And for the women as well, it's not about how you look. You're beautiful. The vaginas on this world are infinite. They are like the most... They're just pieces of art. Every single one of them is a piece of art. And the penises too, the lingams, yes. Pieces of art. Let's look at our genitals as pieces of art. Revered. We can revere them. We can speak with them. Yeah, you might think I'm far out, but I promise you, it's not. It's just the topic that we don't touch upon as much in our society, so it feels a little strange. But really and truly, when we've confronted, when we walk right into that space and look deeply, bring all of our awareness, bring all of our attention to what's right between our legs, your life can change. Because we're changing it radically. Radical comes from the word radix. Radix means root. So when you change something from the root, the flower changes. Everything changes. When you give yourself enough food, when you give yourself enough water, I mean figuratively, but nurture. When you nurture your plant of sexuality, your whole body can start to blossom. I leave you with this. It's not about size, it's about the energy.